Continuing to get you set for this one, it's the AppleSox versus the Kamloops NorthPaws. I'm Joel Norman, and we're joined now by the hero from last night, Brandham Ponce, who picked up the walk-off hit. Brandham, when was the last time you had a walk-off hit? That had to be pretty exciting. Obviously, a long game like that, you love to see it come to an end, but when was the last time you were able to walk off a game for your team?
I think that was like my first one, other than when I was like 12 or 13, that I can remember of. I think that was the first one in a while, big while.
Probably the best celebration I imagine you had after a walk-off hit too?
Yeah, I'm glad MJ was waiting for me over there so I can get a big old bear hug from him. It was good.
Was he the first one to you right after you guys realized the run had scored game's over?
I think right after we both saw the run score, we kind of just made eye contact and just went in for the hug. So yeah, that was good.
They gave you with a pretty good Gatorade bath in there too?
Yeah, it was the water was still pretty cold, so mixing the sweat with the cold got me a little chilly. So, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
How big was that to start off the series with a win like that? That game was going the way you guys wanted until the ninth inning, but you found a way to get it done.
Yeah, coming off that series in Port Angeles, it was pretty tough, but one thing I've noticed from this team is that usually when we get to the last three innings, we're giving a pretty good fight at it, so it was just good to see it come all together and pull out the win there at the end.
Undefeated in extra innings, 3-0, 4-0 with walk-off victories. You haven't been walked off at this point. It's like you said, there is something to this team late in the ball game. Is it a couple guys that you, maybe some other guys who say something, or is it just kind of everyone looking at each other knowing we've got a chance to win here?
I think it's just everyone looking at each other, just knowing we can make something happen. You know, usually it's when we're battling back at the end of the game, it's one side picking the other side up, and I feel like yesterday the offense really came back and picked up the pitching there at the end, and I'm just glad we came together and made it happen.
Seemed like things were coming together offensively for you guys collectively and for you late in the ball game as well. What do you have to do to get out to a better start with the bats tonight?
I think just getting a go at it from the jump. I know yesterday I was 0 for 4 right before the extra inning started, and that's when everything clicked. But just getting started from the jump from the first inning to the ninth, grinding out every at bat is important. So just making sure we do that from the start, I think we'll be just all right today.
You mentioned yourself getting the hits late in the game last night, finished with 2 in the game. Thursday night, we saw you get a hit in the ninth inning. What are you doing to try and get a hit earlier on in the game here tonight?
I think it's just, I've been struggling the last couple of weeks, so it's just kind of like working from at bat to at bat and just making sure, even though my early at bats weren't as good, just making sure the ones at the final of the game are my best.
You guys are in the midst of a stretch right now where there's a lot of road games sandwiched around not a lot of home games. How much are you guys relishing this opportunity this weekend to be playing at home?
It's great. Playing on the road is pretty fun. We all get to spend a lot of time with each other, but playing in front of the fans here at home is probably the best.
How fun has it been for you so far being back here for a second season, probably hearing the same people chanting your name when you come up to hit? What has it meant to be back with the Sox?
It's great. I love it. I think I'm the one that texted Mitch saying I wanted to come back, so this is my first option. I'm just glad I was able to come back and play in front of everybody here today.
Awesome. Well, Brandham, thank you for the time. Best of luck here tonight. Let's go get another win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it.
That was Brandham Ponce joining us. The AppleSox taking on the NorthPaws. First pitch is just around the corner at 6:35.